bad feeling about this.
What's up, my pilots? Angry Poncho here.
How does it feel to be the first living thing to set foot in these dungeons in... I can't remember how long.
I thought the tone was established rather well yesterday in that final piece that we had, and I'm not sure how much time I'm gonna spend down here in the dungeons, but I presume that there's some system to follow, so I'm gonna try.
Yes. Oh, yes. Keep going this way.
Oh boy. I'm fairly good at mazes, so maybe this will work out. I guess we'll see. Okay. I still have an idea of where I am. Let's go this way.
Feeling lonely.
That wasn't encouraging. Gosh, they should have put something there when you turn around at a dead end. Something frightening to discourage you from just wandering randomly. This is quite a maze, isn't it? Just gonna try to head in the general direction of where we started here, if that's at all possible. Not exactly. Oh god. Which way are we going now?
Feeling lonely.
Yeah, somebody told me that there's something up in the house that helps with this. So maybe... Oh, I might just get totally lost. Oh boy. So I think I know which direction we're facing right now. I think we're facing back out the way we came in. Wouldn't be surprised if that was the way through. We got decent intuition about these sorts of things, but one can never be sure with the seventh guest.
Feeling lonely.
Nah, I'm good. Goodness, give me control of the mouse, please. Thank you. At least I took out all the unnecessary in-between clicks. They don't make you click every few feet to keep moving forward. Although the fact that we're on rails like this almost makes it seem like we're out of control, you know, it's very good. It's good theming. Goodness. Now let's go back here. This is the dead end we already found. Yeah.
Lonely.
Oh, I get it. The punishment for running into a dead end is you have to hear him say that, and he doesn't give you control of the mouse for like an age. Alright, so I think that just about explores this end. That's the dead end there, then. Alright. Oh, I'm tempted to go farther back in, because I think we came from the side there. This will probably be a swift dead end. Yeah.
Lonely.
Alright, man. You can only say that so many times before I just start talking over you. Seriously. Okay, well if I'm correct, then we've explored this part of the maze, and it's safe for me to go over here. Sort of have a picture of this in my head. This is the dead end we already tried. Yeah, okay.
Feeling lonely.
Now, if this maze follows any of the rules of actual mazes, I have a fairly good idea where we are. But if it's a cheap maze, like the Lost Woods or something, where a wrong turn will teleport you somewhere, and, you know, all's fair in love and war, and I've got no chance at this. Okay, well, we do seem to be making our way back through the various zigzags which we started in, so it seems to be a legitimate maze. But going forward over and over again, as attempted yesterday, is not the answer. So if I'm correct, we are now back on the main track. To confirm this, I'm going to go back to where I think the grate is. Yep, here we are. Sweet. Okay, so we're back at the beginning. So I guess I'm not going to take that first left turn. Still not sure what she's all about. We haven't heard anything. Like, she hasn't spoken anything, and she seems to be the only one who's directed anything at us. It's a bit strange. All right, well, we're gonna take the first right. Let's see what we got. The music in this place is ridiculous. Let's go straight. Oh, we're going back the way we came in. I don't know. You never know what could be a dead end and what couldn't be. So somebody said that there's something up in the house that makes this easier, but from so far I'm believing that it's an actual maze, and as such I feel fairly confident that I can navigate it given it a bit of time. Now I could have done the left-hand rule, had it occurred to me, which is where you just put you go into the maze, put your left hand on the left wall, and don't ever let your hand come off of the left wall. You just continue to run your hand along that wall until you find the exit of the maze. Now, it's not a time-efficient way to find the end, but depending on how bad of a guesser you are or how unlucky you are, it can be a lot slower than just guessing and happening to find the right way out sooner. But, of course, you're not guaranteed to find the right way ever if you just guess, because you'll get what we call really fucking lost. That's the technical term for it.
I was afraid of the dark at your age.
At 20? It's not an appropriate fear for a 20-year-old, but okay. You should be afraid of death or heights by now. Anyway. Yeah, so if you follow the left-hand rule, it's guaranteed if you start at the beginning of the maze and the maze doesn't have some what's called a cycle in it, you'll be guaranteed to find the exit that way. So it works if you start from the very beginning of a maze, but it doesn't work if you just pick a random wall inside, because you might end up walking in circles. It's fairly easy to think of examples where you could just pick a wall and then follow it around, and it would just bring you back where you were. It wouldn't be a very difficult maze, but it would stump you. Alright, so this one dead end really quickly. That's helpful, at least. I think we're on one of the last turns down here. They've all been different so far, so the maze doesn't seem to be repeating itself in any way. Although it's certainly not an easy maze. I'm gonna go anti-logic and turn back. No.
Feeling
Lonely. Why stop? Are you lonely? You long for a little company? Alright, let's not proposition the ghosts.
feeling
Oh, Jesus.
lonely.
They often went a little over the top with some of these dialogues that just pop up. Like them giving you the hints to the puzzle over and over and over. And the fact that he says that every time you hit a dead end is a bit overzealous. Oh, crap, this one's a dead ends too.
Feeling lonely.
Alright, well, there may be some secret to this, which I do not know. Like I say, I presume it to be a normal, functional maze, but the fact that I kept going forward over and over and over again yesterday and never seemed to hit a dead end was...
Yes. Oh, yes. Keep going this way.
I think this is the right way, so you can screw off. I'm gonna turn right up here. So now we're going forwards again through that main corridor. I know this is probably a bit weird to watch. I don't know. I think I should explore every path until I find the exit. That's not an efficient way to get there, but, you know, just hopping and guessing. Oh wow, this is a long one. This actually seems a lot like the first place where we got turned around. Nope. It's just a single hallway to a really long dead end. It's not a dead... It is a dead end, at least, so that eliminates an option. There's nothing to interact with these walls here, either, so... Yep, what was I talking about before that? I have no idea. Geez, have we seriously spent 11 minutes in here already? Or 10 minutes or something like that? Oh, that's crazy. But yeah, I actually used the left-hand rule to get through a corn maze once. And the beautiful thing about it is, when you're lost and you don't know where to go, you end up spending a lot of time just standing and looking down the different paths and thinking, should I go this way? Would it be a mistake? Would I get even more lost if I went this way? Or should I go this way? And once you start thinking about it, you're just standing around, now you're making no progress. Whereas with the left-hand rule, you can run through the maze if you want. I mean, as long as you keep track of that hand, you'll not lose your way. This is a long path. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give me something here. Come on. Give me the exit. This would be an irritatingly long dead end. Oh! That was 4... That was 4 times we walked back and forth before we got to that dead end. Are you kidding me, South? This is just a troll now. That's what it is. The more you wander, the longer the paths to the dead ends get. Ugh. Ridiculous! So we should turn around one and then another time before we get there. But yeah, we ran through the corn maze. The group I was with split into 2 smaller groups. And the group that I was with said, hey, I suggested the left-hand rule, and they were like, alright, we'll try it. We got through what was supposedly like a medium to difficult corn maze, a pretty big one, about half an hour before our friends were just guessing. I would say it took us maybe, oh gosh, an hour and a half, and then about 2 hours. It was still a really long maze, and we weren't, what's the word? We weren't running, we were just walking through it and talking and keeping track of the left wall. Come on now, I've checked every single path so far. And it hasn't been a whole lot of branching yet, it's just a lot of quick dead ends off of this main hallway. Which sort of makes me feel like I'm wasting my time. Like maybe it is a fake maze, and you have to, like, take a certain series of turns that makes the hallway magically appear that wouldn't be there otherwise, but I wouldn't think the 7th guest would do that. Their puzzles are usually based on some sort of deduction, or you can figure it out if you just look at it. But, I don't know. This is the first time we've had 2 hallways on the same side, though. Those last 2 were both on the left, so we are good. We are getting somewhere, at least. Either the maze is procedurally generated and we're actually getting nowhere. I hate that the music changes just before you see a dead end, because that makes it feel like you made an even bigger mistake. Like, oh, you screwed up before you even saw it. Before you even see it, it's rubbing it in your face already. Oh, this is such a visually boring video. I could seriously loop the first 30 seconds over and over again, and it wouldn't look like... It would look exactly like this video. It wouldn't look any different. Well, at least there's lots of support structures around here, so it's easy to know that this maze is nice and safe. It's not gonna fall in our heads. Alright, I think that's like the 7th, 6th, or I think that's like the 7th hallway we turned down so far. It's been a lot of dead ends. 7th off the main, at least, and a few of them having interesting branching paths. I smell another dead end coming up. This is a nice long hallway. No? Oh, maybe we're getting somewhere. Let's try straight first. Ah! Come on, Stealth! Give me a shot here, man. Alright, we still got 2 more paths to try. It sort of clues me in to the procedurally simple nature of this maze, like from a computer programming standpoint, that there are so few orientations of paths in this maze. And it's not just that everything goes and... Oh, ooh. Okay, we've finally gotten somewhere where we have a multitude of choices. I have to keep track of this in my head. We've gone left twice. Okay, good, a dead end. I mean, I want to find the way out, foremost. But a dead end is better than another choice at this point, because it limits the branching factor on the maze, and it helps us from getting completely confused with how many places we've gone and haven't. So now I'm going to go straight, and presuming that isn't the exit, I'm going to go back the way we came and keep going straight, because that'll be like a right turn. Okay, so that's another dead end.
Feeling lonely.
don't know why I keep stopping when he does that, but I don't want to talk over him, because I feel like I'm talking over the game, I don't know. I've been reading things online, reading opinions and such about LPers and what people like and don't like, and I find this strange riff among viewers of LPers. Some people hate it when the LPer talks while the game is happening, and other people hate it while they don't talk.
Feeling
It's strange.
lonely.
Some viewers really think it's funny when you have commentary over a cutscene, and you sort of make fun of the characters as they're going through it. Sort of like a "you tell that asshole" kind of joke that you might make. That's what Nintendo Capri-san likes to do, or whatever. Putting it into the cutscenes like that, some people think it's hilarious, and other people think it's just obnoxious, irritating that you're talking over the cutscene and they can't hear what people are saying. So I guess the best way to do that would just be talking between them rather than over them, but you know. And then other people think it's great when you do voices for the characters and you read all the text that they have on screen and you give everybody a different voice and stuff. And other people hate it. Like, why are you reading me all this text? I can read it in my head so much faster than you can read it out loud. I'm sitting here waiting for you to finish. So it's like, you know, can't please everybody all the time, but you can please a couple people every now and then.
Feeling lonely.
No, I'm starting to feel sort of harassed, actually, by your constantly asking me that. I'm at the point in the video where I'm looking at my timer like, did I start recording? Maybe if I didn't start recording, I could just guess. Like, I could make another video and pretend to just guess the right path. That would be pretty sleazy as far as LPing is concerned. There's a difference between not knowing what the plot is going to be and not spoiling it, and like pretending you don't know what's going to happen in a Zelda game or whatever, and pretending to guess the answer to something when you just looked it up. I don't know. I wouldn't know how to put put words to the difference between those two things, but you know, believe it or not, I do actually know where we are in the maze right now. So, I mean, I haven't looked at the answer or anything. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like I know where the main pathway is relative to here. We're just going to turn around and then go straight. So, I am making progress. At least I'm walking down hallways. I'm not walking down the same hallways over and over again, except to turn around at dead ends. So, although it may seem like we are accomplishing nothing, I'm actually procedurally going through the entire maze until we find the exit. So we found out the best way to do it, and it might even be ridiculous. If I get to 25 minutes and I'm still doing this, I'm going to stop recording and just go back up to the main house and try and find whatever it is that's supposed to give us a hint for this. Or maybe I'll just go to the library. Let's try straight first, shall we? I really hope I didn't miss a path at some point. Oh, 2 ways to go. I'm gonna go what I think is the wrong way first. Just because that sometimes works. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Remember the decisions you've made. You went to the farmost right, and then you went right again. And now we're going right a third time. Okay, the fact that we're getting more and more choices makes me think we might be going the right way. I'm trying to keep a picture in my head. Oh, friggity frack. I don't... Alright, I gotta draw a picture or something. I'm losing it now. This is 4 decisions we've made. And this one has a bunch of ends. Oh gosh, let me think. Okay, let me get the picture in my head so I don't forget where we are. Okay, we went straight down the bottom of a sideways Ace junction, and then we turned right at a sideways T junction, and then we turned right again at another sideways T junction, and now we've come around in a zigzag to the top of another sideways H junction. So I'm going to go straight across the sideways H junction. Okay, it's a dead end. Alright, so now we've got 2 paths left on the sideways H junction before we turn around and go down on the sideways T junction, which will, if we hit a dead end there, we'll turn around and go up on the other sideways T junction before trying the other 2 paths on the first sideways H junction. Everybody catch that? That was actually for real. I'm not faking this. I actually know where we are. It's incomprehensible, but still. Oh, this might be the exit. We're headed back the way we came. Oh, another one! Don't do this to me, game. Oh, alright. We went down the bottom right of the final sideways H junction, and now we're at another sideways T junction, and I'm turning right again. I'm not even looking at the screen much anymore, I'm just thinking about where we are. Come on, don't give me another dead end now. I'm dying here, man. Oh, frickety frack. This is getting a little crazy here. Okay, so that's another sideways H junction down below that last zigzag on the T, but we didn't go the other way on the T. Oh, another one? Am I going in circles now? Okay, this is a legitimate maze. It's a seriously complicated one, or I'm being really lucky and guessing the right way.
You're getting warmer.
Alright, I'll be right. I'll be honest with you now. I'm pretty much lost now.
Feeling
Those last two were like the couple of things that there was just a couple too many steps in there. Yeah, I think this is the 4th sideways H junction we've been in. I don't know. Oh goodness. I'm trying to keep track of this all in my head. So if we hit a dead end and I start exhausting exits, I can go back and check things again. But who knows? Whoa! We found the exit. Sweet!
Don't think you'll be so lucky next time.
Hey, it wasn't luck. That took a lot of work.
Clearly, an open and shut case.
Oh, what is this? Oh, is it one of those puzzles? It is one of those puzzles where the adjacent ones open and close.
An open and shut case. Or casket, perhaps.
Alright, let me go back to the starting position, because typically there's a remarkably easy way to solve these. Let's start here.
The 4 winds change at every turn?
Yeah, I understand how the puzzle works. Thanks, dude. Alright, so now we're down to just 1. So what I want to do is hit this corner. Then hit this corner, and then the middle one, I think? Maybe? Let me see. Yes, I think now, if I do... No, I balled it up. I'm going to have one left. Oh, no, that's it. That's right. Sweet. That's what I thought it was. Cool.
Finding things a little cryptic.
Nope, I just solved a puzzle, punk. Get on my level. Give me some more CGI cutscenes. And a remarkably slow staircase. Oh, I'm not gonna get really close to these, am I? Come on. Oh, no, let's...
Let me go!
There's something wrong with her.
It's all right, son. You're okay. Don't worry. It's just an illusion. An illusion. An illusion. An illusion. An illusion.
It seems I'm not the only one who's seeing these things. Or who has seen them. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.